After the resurrection of Jesus, it seems like the disciples had a hard time recognizing him. I'm going to read an example of that, and then after I'm going to suggest a reason why. In John 21, it says, "After this, Jesus revealed himself again to the disciples by the Sea of Tiberias, and he revealed himself in this way. Simon Peter, Thomas, called the twin, Nathanael of Cana in Galilee, the sons of Zebedee, and two others of his disciples were together. Simon Peter said to them, 'I am going fishing.' They said to him, 'We will go with you.' They went out and got into a boat, but that night they caught nothing. Just as day was breaking, Jesus stood on the shore. Yet the disciples did not know that it was Jesus. Jesus said to them, 'Children, do you have any fish?' They answered him, 'No.' He said to them, 'Cast the net on the right side of the boat, and you will find some.' So they cast it, and now they were not able to haul it in because of the quantity of fish. That disciple whom Jesus loved therefore said to Peter, 'It is the Lord.' When Simon Peter heard that it was the Lord, he put on his outer garment, for he was stripped for the work, and threw himself into the sea. The other disciples came in the boat, dragging the net full of fish, for they were not far from the land, but about 100 yards off. When they got out on the land, they saw a charcoal fire in place with fish laid out on it, and bread. Jesus said to them, 'Bring some of the fish that you have just caught.' So Simon Peter went aboard and hauled the net ashore, full of large fish, 153 of them. And although there were so many, the net was not torn. Jesus said to them, 'Come and have breakfast.' Now none of the disciples dared ask him, 'Who are you?' They knew it was the Lord. Jesus came and took the bread and gave it to them, and so with the fish. This was now the third time that Jesus was revealed to the disciples after he was raised from the dead." And you'll notice that in verse 7, it says that the disciple that Jesus loved, John, says it's the Lord. But then down at verse 12, it says, "Now none of the disciples dared ask him, 'Who are you?' They knew it was the Lord." But it's weird that they would even consider to ask him who he is. And it's difficult to figure out why, but I think I know why. If we go over to Revelation, chapter 5, verse 6, it says, "And between the throne and the 4 living creatures and among the elders I saw the Lamb standing as though it had been slain." I think that Jesus' resurrection body still had the damages done to him during the crucifixion, as evidenced by the fact that he had his hole in his side and his 2 wrist marks. But there's more to it than just that. His face was also indistinguishable from his original face because they had beat him so badly and they tore his beard. And it's hard to think about that, especially when you realize that when Jesus was up on the cross and he looked like that, his mother was looking up at him. And that's part of the sacrifice that he made for us.